Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where we will be running some basic Korean expressions that are super useful for traveling in Korea. Are you ready to dive in? The first expression we will run is 안녕하세요. 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 So in Korean we say 안녕하세요 to greet someone politely. And this expression can be used regardless of the time of the day. So you can say in the morning, in the midnight, or in the evening. 안녕하세요. To say hello. 안녕하세요. 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 The next expression is 감사합니다. 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 감사합니다 means thank you in Korean. This is also polite form. 감사합니다. 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 Next expression is 죄송합니다. 죄송합니다 means I'm sorry. If you want to apologize, you can say 죄송합니다. 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 Next expression is 괜찮아요. 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 means it's okay. No problem. 괜찮아요. 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 And next expression is my name is blah blah blah. You can say 제 이름은 and then you put your name 입니다. 제 이름은 뭐뭐입니다. For example, my name is Amy, and you can say like this. 제 이름은 Amy입니다. 제 이름은 Amy입니다. 제 이름은 모모입니다. 제 이름은 모모입니다. 제 이름은 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? If you greet someone in Korean or speak Korean, maybe Korean people might get curious about where you're from. And in that case, we usually ask, where are you from? 어디에서 왔어요? To know where are you from. 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? So, 어디 means where, 에서 is from, 왔어요. Do you come? Where do you come from? 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? 어디에서 왔어요? And then in this question you can answer by 저는, and then you put the country name that you are from. 에서 왔어요. For example, if you want to say I'm from America, 저는 I am 미국. 미국 means America. 미국에서 from 왔어요. Come from. 저는 미국에서 왔어요. 저는 미국에서 왔어요. And for example, if you want to say I'm from France, 저는 프랑스에서 왔어요. 저는 프랑스에서 왔어요. 저는 프랑스에서 왔어요. And the next expression is, I think, will be very useful in the restaurant. 여기요. 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 This is very useful, and when in restaurant or cafe or stores, you can use this to say excuse me or over here. It's commonly used to get someone's attention, especially from waiter or staff. 여기요. 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 If you need to order food or ask for something at the restaurant, just raise your hand. Just raise your hand like that, and then as you can say 여기요. 여기요. And the staff will come to your table. And also at a store, if you need assistance from an employee, you can also say 여기요 to call them over. 여기요. 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 And the next expression is please. I'd like to this one, please. 이거 or the object you want. 주세요. So 이거 means this, or you can put the object name, and then 주세요 is please. Please give me. So I think it's one of the most essential phrases to know when ordering food in Korea or to buy something. To say 이거 주세요 if you don't know the name of it, which means please give me this. And if you don't know how to pronounce the food name in the restaurant, you can simply point out the menu item for the food and say works well in restaurants, cafes, and even street food stores. So, 이거 주세요. 이거 주세요. If you want, for example, want to order pasta, olive pasta, you can say olive pasta 주세요. Olive pasta 주세요. Or if you want kimbap, if you want to order kimbap. By the way, kimbap is also one of the Korean food. 김밥 주세요. 김밥 주세요. Like that. It's very easy, right? Let's check the examples with the text. 김밥 주세요. 김밥 주세요. I'd like to 김밥. Or if you want water, 물 주세요. 물 주세요. 물 means water. And 아메리카노 하나 주세요. 아메리카노 하나 주세요. Please, one americano, please. And the next expression is very maybe expressive. 맛있어요. 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 It's delicious. After eating or while eating, it's always nice to compliment the food. In Korean, you can say 맛있어요, which means it's very delicious. Imagine that you're in a Korean restaurant and then the meat is perfectly grilled. After taking a bite, you can say 맛있어요. 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 So Stefan, even your friends will be happy to hear it. And the next expression that we learn is 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. It's an expression before eating. I can say I will eat well. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. It really means I will eat well, but it used to express gratitude before a meal. This phrase is so similar to saying bon appetit in French or itadakimasu in Japanese. If you're eating at a Korean friend's house or in a restaurant, say 잘 먹겠습니다 before you start eating. It's a simple but respectful gesture that Koreans really appreciate. So, 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. And the next expression is 잘 먹었습니다. Means thank you for the meal. And 잘 먹었습니다. This is the past tense. So means I ate well. If I translate very, but which means I really enjoyed the meal and thank for the meal. This phrase is commonly used after eating at home in restaurant, or even after a casual meal with friends. Yeah, it's a way of saying thank you for the food. And if you are If they don't accept cars, they might reply 현금만 돼요. 현금만 돼요. Means we shall accept cash. Cashary. 현금 means cash, and 만 means already, and 돼요 is possible. So 현금만 돼요. You don't need to practice expression to say, just to understand what they are saying in the future. And the next expression is 천천히 말해주세요. Please, can you please speak slowly? So when running Korean or traveling in Korea, you might not always understand fast speech. A useful phrase to ask someone to slow down is 천천히, means slowly. 천천히 말해주세요. Speak, please. So 뭐뭐 주세요 is like please, and 천천히 is slowly. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. Yeah. Outside of the Korea, maybe if your Korean teacher speaks too fast, you can probably ask 선생님, which means teacher. 선생님, 천천히 말해주세요. Please speak slowly. Or in a restaurant or store, if a cashier waiter talks too fast, you can also say 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. And also, there's also similar expression 다시 말해주세요, which means please say that again. 다시 말해주세요. 다시 means again. Maybe you might not understand what someone says the first time. In case you can ask them repeat it by saying 다시 말해주세요. 다시 말해주세요. Please say again. 다시 말해주세요. 다시 말해주세요. And the next expression is also very useful, and we say that 안녕히 계세요. To say goodbye. 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요. It's a goodbye, but when you are leaving and the other person is staying, so pay attention that you are leaving, not you are staying, but you are leaving. 안녕히 계세요. You can say to other person who will be staying. Yeah. And if you are staying and the other person is leaving, you can say 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. So you see the difference. When you are leaving, you should say 안녕히 계세요. 계세요. And when you are staying and the other person is leaving, you can say 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. The person who is leaving. And the next expression is super important and useful. Where's the toilet? 화장실이 어디예요? 화장실, 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 화장실. 화장실이 어디예요? While traveling, and the door is very important, right? If you can find one in a restaurant or, for example, subway station or any public place, you can ask people like this. 화장실이 어디예요? 화장실이 어디예요? And instead of 화장실, restroom, you can put any name of the place or location you are looking for here. So, for example, if you want to say, if you are looking for the metro station, you can say here, metro station 어디예요? Like that. And the next expression is help me 도와주세요. If you need assistance finding something, you can say 도와주세요 to a staff member, or if you are in danger or lost, you can urgently say 도와주세요. And next expression is to ask for directions. A simple use for Paris is place name. You put the place name and then 어떻게 가요? 어떻게 가요? For example, let me show you the example. Myeongdong is a famous place in Seoul, in Korea. Myeongdong 어떻게 가요? 명동 어떻게 가요? 명동에 어떻게 가요? And then 경복궁 is Paris, famous Paris in Seoul. 경복궁 어떻게 가요? 경복궁 어떻게 가요? 경복궁 어떻게 가요? Or if we are looking for the hotel that you are going to stay, 이 호텔, this hotel 어떻게 가요? 이 호텔 어떻게 가요? Maybe you can use by showing the name of the hotel or map of the hotel, something. 이 호텔 어떻게 가요? 어떻게 가요? So place name and then 어떻게 가요? 어떻게 가요 is how can I get to blah 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 place name. 어떻게 means how and 가요 is get to or go. And next expression is does this go to place name? If you are shopping. Thank you for watching, and if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Korean language tips in ASMR. And thanks for more time watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. 20 basic Korean expressions useful for traveling. 안녕하세요. 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 감사합니다. 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 I'm sorry. 죄송합니다. 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 Oh, it's okay. No problem. 괜찮아요. 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 My name is. 제 이름은 누구누구입니다. 제 이름은 앨리스입니다. 제 이름은 로에트입니다. 제 이름은 마리입니다. 제 이름은 하나코입니다. 제 이름은 웨슐렘입니다. Where are you from? 어디에서 왔어요? 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 I'm from country name. 저는 한국에서 왔어요. I'm from Korea. 저는 한국에서 왔어요. 저는 미국에서 왔어요. I'm from America. 저는 미국에서 왔어요. 저는 브라질에서 왔어요. I'm from Brazil. 저는 영국에서 왔어요. I'm from England. 저는 영국에서 왔어요. 저는 delicious. 맛있어요. 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 I will eat well. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. 잘 먹겠습니다. Thank you for meal. 잘 먹었습니다. 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 How much is this? 이거 얼마예요? 이거 얼마예요? 이거 얼마예요? 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 Do you accept credit cards? 카드 돼요. 카드 돼요. 카드 돼요. 카드 돼요. 카드 돼요. 카드 돼요. 현금만 돼요. Casually. 현금만 돼요. 현금만 돼요. 현금만 돼요. 현금만 돼요. Please speak slowly. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 천천히 말해주세요. 다시 말해주세요. 다시 말해주세요. Please say it again. 다시 말해주세요. 다시 말해주세요. 다시 말해주세요. 다시 말해주세요. Goodbye. 안녕히 계세요. 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 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. 화장실 어디예요? Where is the toilet? 화장실 어디예요? 화장실 어디예요? 화장실 어디예요? 도와주세요. 도와주세요. 도와주세요.